Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 7 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Almohads. And in the last episode, I was thinking that things are going to be very peaceful. I was thinking that I was going to be working on my economy and eventually maybe building up to take on Portugal eventually. But, you know, I'm not quite there yet, obviously, because some really unforeseen circumstances did happen, and that was that I was attacked by the Italians through their navy, that is. So they actually did take Cordoba for a second. I did have troops in the castle, so they didn't destroy any of my buildings, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was in the process of building up a port here, so losing that progress that I had really does suck. I was eventually able to beat that army, basically with this mob of peasants here. Peasants and archers and camels. And in addition to that, I was able to capture one of their princes, which is really good for me because I was able to ransom back those prisoners for, I think, 1,700 florins, which is really good. You know, that's good for me. So, all in all, it wasn't the worst outcome. It's going to be a little bit... It's not super annoying, honestly. It's going to be something I need to keep an eye on for sure. I can't go on the offensive. There's no way for me to really dictate this war. I can't really, seek peace on my terms. They have no reason to accept peace at all because I have really no way of threatening their territories or even fighting their fleets at all, because it's going to be quite a while before I build my fleets. I was going to say that I'm going to expedite the build of my fleets, but I was already working on it. There was already the work in progress, and I'm still going to keep going on it, obviously, because yeah, that's important. I need to be able to fight back and protect my sea lanes. So there's a neat little feature here which I want to show off, which is if you press V on the keyboard, it's going to show you what provinces are being blocked off basically by enemy fleets. And in here you can see it's a good way of showing, where I can be attacked here. And it's not exactly where I can be attacked, it's just showing me which lanes are being blockaded. Now, I don't have any fleets anyway. I have no international trade, so this doesn't really matter so much. But it is going to show me later on, like that's a good way of seeing which lanes are being blockaded, so that you can tell which fleets you need to remove so that you can regain your trade income. So at this point, the provinces that can be attacked by the Italians is Aragon, Valencia, Cordoba, Granada, and Morocco. And in addition to that, possibly Tunisia and Cyrenaica. I say possibly because I don't have any vision here, and I don't know if there is actually a line of ships, because it can't just be a ship on your shore. There needs to be a line of ships being connected to their territories. So I don't have any vision here. I don't know that it's possible, but I don't know. I'm not too worried about Tunisia, because I do have some soldiers here in Cyrenaica, so that if Tunisia is attacked, I can simply hold out in my fort and then reinforce and take back Tunisia. Algeria, I'm a little bit more worried about because I don't have troops in the exact vicinity. Just peasants in the castle and then archers that are moving north. So I guess I should start building some more troops here in Algeria, and then I can start building up troops here in Cordoba as well to defend Cordoba, Granada, and Valencia. Aragon's fine. Morocco will be fine once I build up an army here in Algeria. So yeah, I mean, obviously I just have to build up another army or so, which I was already doing. It's kind of a lot for me to split my forces between, because I was splitting forces between Cyrenaica and then Aragon and Navarre, and then I was also building up another force to take on Portugal, and now I basically need to have just more armies just for defense, which, it does, it's just a little bit more for me to think about. It's not too much of an issue, honestly. I'm going to continue working on building up my ports, so eventually I can get fleets, so that eventually I can fight back against the Italian Navy. But that's really it. If they want to attack again, that's totally fine. hopefully I can beat them back. Hopefully I can ransom more of their soldiers that I capture. And they do lose influence every time they, lose battles. So it does hurt them. It does hurt them, and obviously having to ransom back or having to, buy back the soldiers that I capture also hurts their economy as well. So, I don't think it's going to go too well for them. It might hurt them in the long run, so just something to keep an eye on for sure. So I do have a couple titles that I need to give out again, because apparently the previous governor of Cordoba died in that last battle. So what do I need to see here? So yeah, this is the Emir of Cordoba. So I need to find someone to give that to. And then this can be to someone else. I can figure out what I want to give the Kadi al-Kuda to. +2 acumen, +2 loyalty. Obviously, I want to give this to the person who is the governor of my richest province, which might just be Cordoba anyway. So let's find out who that's going to be. Well, I was wrong about my richest province. It's actually going to be Castile by quite a bit. They're making 775 florins, whereas Cordoba is only making 382, and they're both on very high taxes. So this title, not this one, this title, the Kadi al-Kuda, is going to the governor of Castile. So let's click up here and let's find out where he is. He's going to be in this stack, so he must be this guy, Emir of Castile. Perfect. And yeah, so he has 4 acumen. Let's give him a couple more points of acumen. So it's this one, yes. Now he's up to 6, and where are we at with Castile? 886 florins. Really, really nice. And then as far as the Emir of Cordoba, I found a peasant with 4 acumen, and that's pretty nice as well. So let's give it to him. 536, looking good. Okay. And I like the looks of that. Okay, so that looks okay. Let's bring this archer down to this army here in Cordoba, just so we can get an army here. Or do I want to reinforce? It would be nice to have more archers here as well in Aragon. But I think Aragon can train its own soldiers, can't it? Yeah, it can train something, not much, but I can get something there. So I think the idea is, as I said, let's focus on getting an army here in Cordoba. Also, 2 full stacks here in Navarre and Aragon, and an army here in Algeria. Whereas at the same time, let's also focus on, getting ports going. I think I want Cyrenacia to start working on that as well. So let's get a Mott and Bailey, which is the 2nd tier upgrade for the fort. This is the defensive upgrade, so it's not an actual castle upgrade, but it's just a 2nd upgrade for the castle itself. So for the fort, the way it works is that just the basic fort is literally just a simple wooden palisade with a wooden fort, in the middle of that palisade, and that's it. And then the Mott, for those of you who don't know a lot about early Middle Ages castles, which I don't either, but I know a little bit. The Mott, I believe, is it this, or is it the, yeah, the Mott is the mound of earth. It's just a hill. It's building a hill for that fort to be on. Now, typically, you didn't build the hill. Typically, you'd actually just, find a hill to put your fort on, and that would be that. So it's literally just a mound of earth underneath the fort, and that's it. That's all it is. However, these upgrades do more than just make the castle itself harder to attack. It also adds the time that fort will actually stand before it falls to a siege. So it's going to last longer. It's going to last more turns for each of these upgrades. And they're really cheap too. It only takes, they only take a turn to build, and then it only takes 100 florins to make. And then for each level of castle, the upgrades do get a little bit more expensive, but still it's not bad. It really isn't bad. I like building these. At least on my frontier provinces. So the 2nd tier upgrade is going to be the Bailey. So it's the Mott and the Bailey. So it still has that earth mound that's underneath that fort. But then you also have a second wall, a second palisade that covers... See, it's funny. This was the upgrade. This is how castles evolved. Because the Bailey doesn't go all the way around both structures. It doesn't go all the way around the fort. It just covers kind of like the front area, I guess you could call it, where they would have, I suppose, houses and blacksmiths maybe. Again, I don't know a whole lot here. But it wasn't until later that they actually would put, you know, the castle keep in the middle of double ring walls, you know. So in this case, there is 2 walls, but in the back, if you are able to attack the back, you only have to go through 1 wall to get to the keep. You know, whereas if you attack from the front, you have to go through the Bailey and then the keep palisade. And it's easier, obviously, to explain if I can actually show you a battle with this. Or just kind of look it up yourself if you're interested. It's kind of cool. It's weird because you think, like, medieval castles, at least for me, I was thinking medieval castles. You know, we all know what they look like. But they didn't always look like that. It took a very long time before they realized, hey, let's put the keep in the middle and not in the back. But like I said, they were mostly building these on hills and mountains, so it made more sense. Because you couldn't really attack from the back, because there's a mountain, there's a cliff face in the way. Anyway, that's what I'm building here. I'm just building the Bailey, and I want that here in Cyrenacia because it is a frontier province. So I want to, you know, really tech up this castle here. And in addition to that, once that's done, I think I just want to go for a keep, because I think I need all hands on deck here. I think I need every province that can. I need everyone to start working on getting ships going. So let's get a keep going here in Tunisia. I'm working on a port here in Algeria. And then, can I train soldiers? No, I can't. Just peasants here, just peasants here. I'm training up Saharan Cav here in Cyrenacia. Let's just keep going with that. I get +1 honor for any Saharan Cav that are trained here. They're good light Cav. I can always use them. And Granada, let's go. Let's get a port going here. And then start working on a keep after that. Cordoba, I have to just go back to building a port. It sucks because I already paid for one, and it's not gonna go through. Oh, do I have to rebuild this? I can't remember if I already had a trading post, but I would imagine that I did. Well, let's get a trading post and then a port here in Cordoba. Hopefully they don't attack me and have to rebuild these things. That'd be unfortunate. I'm working on a trading post here in Valencia, and also let's get some soldiers going here in Cordoba. I think I just want Almohad Airman Militia, honestly. They're such a good soldier. They're so good. Yeah, let's get a bunch of those. Valencia, I can't train anything but peasants. Actually, I think I want some peasants, yeah. Let's get some more peasants going. I want at least 2 units of peasants in each fort. Just to make sure population loyalty stays all good. And I think, can I move? Yeah, let's move some Nubian spearmen up to Cordoba to make sure that they stay safe. Let's move desert archers over as well. And I will focus on Algeria. I didn't forget about you. I just want to move some more professional soldiers up to Cordoba so I don't just have a massive peasants that I'm depending on. Because yes, they served valiantly in that last battle, but gosh, I can't just depend on that. One more turn before the fort in Navarre is finished. It feels like forever, but that's just how it goes. Castile, what do I want here? A port, duh. And then let's get a keep as well. And Aragon, what am I building here? Just a bunch of stuff. Urban militia, archers, and that's all I can build. So let's just keep doing that. Leon, yeah, can't really. Let's get a couple peasants in here. Looks good. And yeah, we will eventually get. We will eventually get around to you, Portugal. Don't you worry. We'll get around to you. I haven't forgotten. I just I just can't spare the time right now. Thank the Italians for that one. Well, most of my allies did leave me when the Italians attacked, and that is a little bit unfortunate. So, if I could, I would like to get a ceasefire with the Italians. So I'm going to send my emissary to see if I can find, an Italian king to talk to. I don't think he's going to take the ceasefire, because why would he? I have 0 ways of asserting myself upon him, so, you know, he can just kind of sit back and wage war from afar. That's easy for him, so probably not going to work out, but I'm going to try anyway. And with this emissary, I'm just going to keep... He just has the unfortunate task, you know. He has to keep going back and forth, trying to get an audience with either the Turks or the Egyptians before someone starts, you know, talking to me and saying hi, because right now no one's saying hi to me, which is unfortunate. I need to actually remind myself, because I am playing 3 medieval campaigns right now, 2 of them on YouTube and then 1 of them just on my, you know, for fun on my own. And I need to remind myself, because in each of these campaigns the situation's different. In some of these campaigns the Turks are winning, and in other campaigns the Byzantines are winning. So who's winning this one? I can't quite remember. So it looks like the Turks might be winning this one, maybe? It looks like, yeah, the Byzantines have lost a few provinces here. So yeah, I think I think the Turks are actually pushing back the Byzantines a little bit. So that's good news. Okay, looks good. I don't think there's anything else for me to do here, so let's just drop a save. I tell you what, I mean, every time I feel like this game's like stable, and I'm like, yeah, it's been a while since like anything bad has happened. Like just the other day, I was playing this game and like it crashed during an enter, and I'm like, fuck, man, like it just sucked because I didn't drop a save. Like, you know, I get like obsessive about it. It's like, man, I lost 2 turns. That sucks. I had to replay the battle again. It's just really, really annoying. But as long as you just remember to do it, it should be fine, you know? All right, let's see if the Italians are going to go for a round 2 here. I mean, I hope not. Ooh, I found an Italian emissary. All right, trading post is completed here in Morocco. The Matan Bailey is finished here in Cyrenaica. Fort is finished here in Navarre. The Curtain Keep and the Keep and Curtain Wall is completed in Aragon. I believe that's the first tier defense for the keep. And then, yeah, insufficient funds, which is to be expected. So, the Byzantines want to be my friends, but I would rather be friends with the Turks, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to just say no. And then, goddamn, so the Poles don't want to be my friends anymore because of the war with the Italians. Okay, well. And then Bakr ibn Bakr, weak principles. So he's going to be negative 20% to bribe him. So unfortunately, yeah, hopefully no one tries to bribe him away. I don't know who it is. Honestly, I don't know if it's an important unit or not. And then Amir Abu Yaqub is Pride. So he gets -2 command, -2 acumen, and +3 valor. So a good fighter, but a shitty governor and a shitty leader. Now I have a cheeky little Italian emissary kind of poking around in my provinces here, although there's no more ships on the coast of Africa, which is good to see. Okay. Nice little respite there. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to send this emissary there. Let's get a ceasefire for sure. And then let's also see if I can get an alliance with the Egyptians. Please, please, please. Because right now we both have two stacks on each of our provinces on our borders, and I really don't want us to fight. We really don't have to. It's very unnecessary at this point, so you can focus on the Byzantines and I can focus on the Italians. That would be lovely. Actually, you're not even at war with the Byzantines. Well, okay, but you don't have to be at war with me, okay? That's for goddamn sure. What else can I do here? I think so, yeah, Morocco, what do I want? Port, definitely, and then a keep, you know, some pretty classic stuff. Granada, Cordoba is looking good, Valencia, Aragon. What do I want to build in Aragon? A ballista tower, yes. So this is going to be the second defensive upgrade for a keep castle, or the keep tier of castle, and yeah, it's as it says, there's going to be ballistas on top of towers, which is awesome. That's some pretty decent firepower shooting at enemy armies that want to attack me. It only takes 2 turns to build and 200 florins to build. Yeah, it's great. I love these buildings. So let's do that, and then let's also get a port, and then I can build a Is it? I can never remember. Is it a shipwright or a dockyard? But whatever building it is that builds ships next. And then Navarre, the fort is finally finished. So let's build the Mott for my first defensive upgrade. And I think everyone else is good. Yep, everyone else is good. We're still, training soldiers everywhere that I can. Income is decent, 2,900 is okay. And it's only going to get better, of course, once I get my trade going, so that's fine, And that's the nice thing about this, is that even though I have the Italians that are bothering me, at least I'm not depending on my trade for my income. I do have gold in 3 provinces. I have silver in Granada, and that's good. I have decent farming in Cordoba and Castile and Valencia, so I have a lot going for me, regarding my internal income, Obviously, trade's the way to go. You want trade because that's how you make thousands and thousands. But as far as just kind of surviving internally in the meantime, the Almohads have a fantastic setup in the beginning, Yes, mines are expensive, but it does give you a good early game boost, to help you really conquer Iberia. So, in any case, I feel like I'm all done here. I want to check how old is my king. So I think this is the same guy I've had from the beginning. He's 53, so he's probably have a few more years left, and he's actually lost a few sons. I feel like he's had like at least two of them have died, I think, in taking Iberia. But his eldest is 34, so he should be fine. And then I also have a 22-year-old, and then I have 2 more that are on the way, just a few years before they become of age. So it looks like I'm all fine on that front. Let's end another turn here. Ooh, man, okay, so here we go. Here's round 2 as far as being invaded. Prince Vitali. 2 archers, so that's going to be a Genoese sailor. Okay, so that's a decent archer unit, a little bit better than a regular archer. And then a 13-man unit of Royal Knights. So not a full-strength unit, a 3-star general, and then, 2 archers. I might be able to beat this, honestly. I mean, I don't have any good generals. I have 2 units of peasants, but I do have a Nubian spearman, and I do have an archer unit, a desert archer unit, which is, pretty decent as well. I mean, I don't know. I could lose this. I very well could lose this. Based on what I'm seeing up here, as far as the geography, I'm not seeing any forest for me to hide in. That would be wonderful if there was a forest for me to hide in, because then I just would do that, and then make sure I fight the horses in the forest. As it is, gosh, I don't know. I probably won't win this, but I should be able to, at least do a bit of damage, and then I can just retake this province in the next turn. Well, not a single forest to be seen. This is as barren as it gets. So, how about this? Maybe I can use my buildings here. So perhaps if I set up Nubian Spearman in his choke point, and then if I can funnel those cav in, my archers are right behind. It's a beat-up unit of archers at that, too. And then, say, like, keep the peasants behind the buildings and maybe, like, flank around the sides. I don't know. It's just an idea. Just trying stuff here. So, let's put these guys in hold formation and hold position, and then same with you. And, let's just see if I can draw them forward and funnel them in. And it looks like they are going to try to flank me, which is smart. So let's just reposition and see what's the best way I can use this terrain here. How about this? Maybe 2 peasants on the side. Maybe they can, strengthen numbers. They can push. One of them can chase the archers, and the other one can kind of flank around and pin in the Royal Knights. That's just an idea. We'll see how it works out. Now the archers have begun shooting at me, and it looks like the Royal Knight does seem to appear like he does want to charge right in. I put my spears in loose formation to try to take less arrow fire. And how are we doing? It looks like they're not shooting the peasants, they're just shooting my spearmen, so that's smart. And you know what? I mean, I have no choice, honestly, but to stand here and take these shots, at least for the time being. Although, the closer that he gets, the more inclined I am to start sending my peasants. You go, and then you start flanking around, and then spearmen start close formation and get ready to fight these cav. And are they gonna go for my? Are they going for my peasants? Oh wow. Okay, they're going for my peasants. Okay, so let's just kind of get in here with everything that I have. Come on, you guys gotta run. You guys gotta run. Get into the rear of those cav and take them out. Wow, these knights have lost 6 guys to my peasants. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay, so archers, just start shooting at their archers. That's totally fine. I mean, this is a win for me if I can just kill their prince, honestly. He's down to 3 royal knights. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I'm losing a ton of men here, and they're bringing their Genoese sailors into combat. I have peasants that are running away, and I'm taking pot shots at their archers with my desert archers. Are we going to be able to actually... Yeah, they might... Yeah, they're going to rout... Yep, they routed off my Nubian spearmen. I can't believe my Nubian spearmen actually started running away before the peasants did. That's crazy. And man, yeah, we killed quite a few of those royal knights, though. They're down to 2 guys. So they will be easier to beat in the next battle. Now, yeah, I lost 181 men and I killed 15. So not a great result if you just look at the numbers, but considering that most of the men that I killed were royal knights, that's pretty crazy stuff. So I will definitely be able to take Morocco next turn, so I'm not too worried about that. I have guys... Ooh, Valencia invaded as well. Okay, I mean, I don't know, 4 units of peasants versus 1 archer. I feel like I can beat that. In fact, I don't even feel like I want to... Should I just, like, auto-resolve that? It doesn't feel like it's worth fighting. Yes, victory. Enemy killed, so I killed 38 and I lost 53. That's okay. And then I did make 50 florins back on sending those prisoners back home. Okay, well. And then ransom demanded. So they're going to demand 300 florins for me to buy back 90 men. I don't even know if it's worth the money, but I'm going to do it anyway. It just seems chivalrous. And then, yeah, this one of those peasants has gained 1st rank for killing that unit of archers. So good job, man. The Bailey is complete here in Navarre. Awesome. And then the port is complete here in Leon. All right, good work. Not enough money, pretty classic stuff. And yeah, the Italians don't want to accept a ceasefire, so that's unfortunate. Let's see, Yusuf ibn Hassan is a good runner, so he's remembered for the way he ran from the battlefield on more than one occasion. Perhaps he had no choice, but whispers among his men say otherwise. -3 morale for him. Also, he's a weak defender, so -1 command when defending. That makes sense. Abdullah Abu Bulugan, or Bulugan, captured, so he did not enjoy the process of being captured and ransomed, and instills a fear of being captured in all his men. This makes them less likely to rout, but makes them harder to command. +3 morale, -1 command. This is such a weird one, it really is. It's interesting. It makes them less likely to rout, so +3 morale, it's great, you know. It's a really good boost, you know, makes them fight for quite a bit longer. Now, -1 command, that's interesting because command gives, you know, what it does for each command star, you're going to give +1 valor for all of the units that are within 50 meters of your general. And then for every 2 command stars, you're going to give that same bonus to everyone on the field, and then +2 valor to everyone that's within 50 meters of you. So for every 2 stars, it's, you know, it's like +1 valor for every 2 stars for everyone on the battlefield. And then +1 valor for every star, each individual star, for everyone that's within 50 meters of you. And what valor does is it gives, you know, +1 attack, +1 defense, and then +2 morale. So -1 command looks like, you know, it's overall pretty bad because you get the less attack and less defense and -2 morale. But then it's kind of even, but then you're still getting more morale. You're still getting +1 morale from this trait. It looks like it's a weird one. It makes you kind of do math. You know, it's a weird. It's definitely, this is strange. Overall, I think it's bad, but it's not like, you know, there's a silver lining here, I think is what I'm trying to say. And I think there's also a chain as well. Like it you know, it can get worse if you get captured more times or something like that. So in any case, yeah, let's go back in here and fight this again. There's only 2 men left in that Royal Knights unit, so I killed quite a few of them. Let's just send these guys back out, go again, and then let's send... You can't send you, because these are the guys that got ransom backed, and they can't be moved in this turn. So I can't send them, but let's just send, like... Desert Archers, and then, because Morocco is bordering Cordoba, I can send these units as well, which is pretty nice. So let's just send, like... You, and then let's bring down, I don't know, a bunch of peasants. Why not? I do have a 1-star general, which is nice. Let's bring you down. And then, yeah, maybe like 2 units of archers. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I do have spearmen too. Let's bring a spearman. Let's just bring, yeah, let's go for it. Let's make sure I, you know, win this. Even though I would like to start building a port right away here in Navarre, I really think I should build a town watch first off. Just so I can start training soldiers here as well. Just because I need as many provinces as I can just to start pumping out soldiers. Even if it is going to be the lowly urban militia, that's fine. So let's get a town watch there. Town watch also gives a population loyalty boost as well, which is pretty nice. So let's do that, then a port, and then the keep here in Navarre. And let's see, Lyon. Yeah, Lyon can build something else now. Let's go for a keep here. That looks good. And who else can build something new? That's going to be it for this turn, so let's go in and take back Morocco. Let's end the year, so yeah, not enough money. Tell me something new. Now they are going to try to reinforce this army here. They did bring in 1 unit of urban militia. It's not going to be enough, so I should be able to clean this up pretty easily here. It did say that I'm going to be fighting with some sandstorms in this battle, but it looks like it's not affecting things too much here. Visibility does seem to be pretty good, and yeah, I'll just have to keep an eye on things, because if there's going to be a sandstorm, then that's going to really hamper the effectiveness of my archers, and in this case I actually do have the archer advantage, so I do want to make sure I can work with that. But yeah, it looks like, so, you know, I don't have any cav, it's just going to be infantry in this battle, which is a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, as long as I just go wide, I should be able to hem them in and, you know, eventually deal with them. The Berber tribesmen are approaching. It's time for us to teach those Italians that this is our desert, this is our Arrakis, this is our dune. You've made a mistake coming here, buddy old pal. There's only 2 of you left in your Royal Knights unit, and your archers and your urban militia are not going to save you, so... Let's break this army, and then let's try to capture as many as we can. If we can at least capture, you know, like the prince himself, then hopefully we can make money off of that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture much of the regular troops, because I don't have any cav to chase them down, but let's just spread our army wide and see if we can capture, you know, whoever we can once this battle finishes. But first things first, we do have to break them first. They do have the hill advantage, and I'm just walking right up into it. There's no real, I don't know. I could go around the side, I suppose, but then I'm afraid that they would just keep trying to dodge me. And I don't want them to dodge me. I want them to fight me and to die. So it looks like the urban militia are going to go right towards the unit that I want them to go towards, which is my Almohad urban militia, a unit that is designed to kill urban militia. My archers are shooting them down to pieces as well, so... That should be good here. And then let's just move my right flank in a position to make sure that they can't, like, run away. Like, let's counter this, you know? And then, yeah, they're already broken, so let's send my archers to start chasing them down here. And then let's pursue with the rest of my army. Aha! This is what I want to see as well. Royal Knights charging into spears? Yes, perfect. Let's do that here. And then peasants go here, peasants go here. More spearmen, come out and help out, please. And then on this side, let's just charge in with everyone that we have. You go, you chase the urban militia, please. And then, yep, looks like there's only 1 Royal Knight left. And then everyone else just chase down their archers, please. That'd be wonderful. I don't need my archers shooting into combat and killing my own men. All I want is my archers to use their speed to chase down their infantry. And that's it. Should be a pretty easy battle here. The Italian prince stands alone. I mean, technically alone. There's a few Genoese sailors that are actually putting in a pretty good fight over here. My goodness. Yeah, they're fighting my Almohad militia, and they're actually doing okay. And they beat a unit of desert archers as well, so... Yeah, very impressed by these guys. I did not think that they were gonna... I didn't think Genoese sailors could fight this well. Good for them. But that probably has a little bit to do with this prince here, who is still standing, is not running away at all. He's standing up against the horde here, and it says he's winning. Oh, bummer. It looks like he got away. God damn. I had him completely surrounded. That's just crazy. So I only captured 22 men, I lost 158, and I killed 104. So I'm probably not going to make a ton of money back from that one. That's too bad. Oh, dudes. All right. So, wow. No shit. I actually did. So it looks like I did capture the prince. Cool. Cool stuff. So, yeah, I almost made 1,900 off of that. Sweet. You know, I did lose the Moroccan governor, it looks like. Yeah, the Egyptians are happy. Yeah, I mean, of course. And then my general is now a 2nd star. Good job, man. Abu Zayan ibn Omar. Good job. An heir matures. Prince Mohammed is now of age. That is wonderful. Ports is complete. The ballista towers are finished in Aragon. The Alexiad, thanks to a failed plot against the Byzantine Emperor, Anna Komnena has had much time in a convent to pray, think, study, and write. Her work, the Alexiad, is a glorious history of her father in the Byzantine Empire, and imparts +1 influence to the Byzantine Emperor. Well, good for him. Emissary. What? Yes, absolutely. Please, Turks. I was just going to go talk to you. Absolutely. Let's be friends. Totally. Let's see. Yusuf. He's prideful. Good stuff. This man is strange. -1 morale, -10 happiness. Not good. Prince Mohammed. All right. Weak principles, -20% to bribery cost. As I've explained before, that doesn't mean anything for heirs. You can't bribe them, so it doesn't matter. Killer instinct, though. He has a talent for killing, making him quite effective on the battlefield, and discomfiting to those who stand against him. +2 valor and +1 dread. Nice. So he's a good fighter, and if he ever becomes king, which is doubtful, he would, keep his people in line with the +1 dread. All right, so I do have to find a governor for Morocco. Hopefully that's not too difficult. So yeah, the Italians want to keep coming. That's just more money for me, and that money is just going to help me eventually get those boats coming faster. Eventually, so I can fight back against their navy. We will see. We will get there eventually. Yeah. And looks like I have to get. Okay, so I have to get another. So yeah, gosh. So apparently my governor of Cordoba and my governor of Morocco both died. Man, oh man, I'm losing a lot of governors. Jeez, oh Pete's. But yeah, that's looking okay. I feel like this is going pretty well, I would say. Finding new governors for Cordoba and Morocco was not too difficult. It looks like I have a unit of Almohad militia. 4 stars, 2 dread, 1 command. Yeah, let's give it to him. 603 as far as income is concerned. Looks good. And then for this guy, yeah, I mean 2 dread, 4 acumen, and then he got the pride trait, which is -2 acumen, but he still has 4, so that's fine, I suppose. So let's make him the governor of Morocco. What does that give again? +1 acumen. Yeah, let's just +1 acumen. Yeah, great. Let's do that. Let's do that. Wow, Prince Mohammed coming in with a 5-star command. Jesus, this guy is good. 4 acumen, 5 dread. Damn. Plus he has the 4 valor too. This guy is good, man. I could use him as my next king, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Instead, it's looking like it's going to be Prince Ali with his 2-star command and 1 acumen. Jesus. I mean, he's a great warrior. He's a survivor, So he has that going for him. He has 6 valor, so that's good. But just looking at his base stats, that's not looking good. Oh well, they can't all be winners. I can still use this guy. Let's bring him somewhere where he can be, be a fighter. Let's bring him. I'll bring him down either to Algeria or Cordoba and make him a general in one of these armies, just to kind of, hold off against the Italians. Let's go back to building that port in Morocco. It is annoying every time these provinces get invaded and then I lose the progress in the building that was being built. That does suck. That is setting me back for sure, but there's really nothing else that I can do about it, so I can't really, there's no point in complaining, so whatever, I guess. And what do I want to train here in Morocco? Yeah, I don't know, everything, I guess. Spears, desert archers, and javelin men. Those seem to be my best troops that I can train from here. And how is everything else looking? I mean, I suppose that's looking okay. Yeah, everything's looking okay, I suppose. Let's let's keep bringing Sahara and Cav over. I can use them in Iberia and Algeria as well. And so sweet, yeah, so I'm friends with the Turks. That's lovely. That's what I love to see. So let's try to get that alliance with the Egyptians as well. That's all I really want. Then I'd be a happy man. I just want this army to not have to worry about me. Other than that, let's see. So let's see. So there's no Italians in my land, correct? There's no Italians here. Let's try again to get that ceasefire, because I don't want to get a ceasefire when they own my province, right? Because then I have to restart the war with them to take back my province. That's stupid. I don't want that. I want a ceasefire when I have all of my territories and everything's fine. And yeah, that should all be good. So this is looking good. Yeah, I'm making progress, It's slow progress, but it's coming along. Eventually I'll get to you eventually, Portugal. But right now this is looking okay. The year's 1112 and the next glorious achievements count is in 1125. So little ways off for sure. But that's going to be it for now. So I'm going to end this episode. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I've been Conestep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.